Yeah, man, it's got to be done. But we are live. Welcome, everybody. This feels weird, man, but good weird because it's been a while. I think it's been what 2, 3 weeks. Feels like a whole year, to be honest. Yeah, man, we've just been recovering from the man flu. Each of us, we took turns. Life, and then yeah, just all out fatigue with sneakers, with traveling, with Hass and work with myself and stuff. So it's good to be back. It's good to have everyone back in the chat. We are waiting for Harrison. It's like 5:30 a.m. over there in Australia. Obviously, big friend of the channel, big friend of both of ours. So I told him, look, don't rush, just jump in when you can. But it gives us time to catch up with you guys. Me and Has to catch up as well. Yeah, man, it's been a mad year, bro. And I think I've just had to unplug. I don't know about you. I've just had to unplug and just be like, you know what? I'm not even thinking about sneakers just for a couple weeks at least. And yeah, I feel like I've reset, man. It's felt a bit refreshing, you know. Before we get into the hundreds of pickups that you've got, how you been, man? How you been, bro?
What? We're back. We're back,
We
boy.
are back, bro.
No, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Welcome to everyone that's tuned
Oh,
in right
Harrison,
now, man.
sorry, bro. Harrison's
Honestly.
just jumping in.
Oh,
Here we
welcome,
go.
Harrison. Welcome, Harrison.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you
This
doing, bro?
guy, I'm telling you, this guy is a legend, man. Like
Yeah,
5:30 in the morning, you can't knock the dedication. And he's got his coffee as well.
you got it,
Love
bro.
it.
Yep.
You have to.
Harrison, what's
Essential.
good, my friend?
This is training for having a baby. This is what I'm calling. This is come January, we'll have a baby, and this will be the routine waking up early. So no
Yes.
stress.
When,
Always
when
keen to chat kicks.
when's the
Welcome back.
when's the drop date? It's the biggest drop date of your life, bro.
Like the 20th of January. So
God willing,
yeah.
man. God willing. I wish you all the luck, all the
Yeah,
prayers,
all the
because
luck,
you're
all
gonna
the
need it,
best of
bro.
luck.
You're gonna need it. I'm telling you. I'm still recovering a year on.
Yeah.
But nah,
Yeah.
wish you all the best, man.
Nice.
But it's good to
Sorry
have
to
you, bro.
interrupt.
No, of course, man. Of course. It's very early, like I told chat. Very early. We do appreciate you coming in this early as well, bro. We're just doing introductions, obviously just catching up. For us, it's been a while as well. It's been about 2, 3 weeks since we've done this. So yeah, man, feeling a bit rusty, but Has, how you been, man?
Yeah, do you know what? It's been a couple of weeks since I come back from Toronto now, so um finally recovered. Actually, this last couple of weeks, I was just saying in the back room, it's been nice. It's been like recovery mode for 2 weeks. Although, it seems like, there's a lot going on. The drops haven't been as consistent over the last couple of weeks or so. So it's been good. I'm in recovery at the moment, in remission. Yeah.
You sound like
But
a crackhead, bro.
I know.
That's
It's
how it
mad.
feels like, isn't it?
But this is what's happened to all of us, bro. It's not just me.
Yeah.
I think, the chat can vouch for me when I say, we're trying to wean off a little bit, but it just drags us back in, it drags us back in. And
There's always something.
yeah, but it's been nice. 2 weeks back to work. But it's, you know what it is? It's getting used to the daily grind of everything again.
Mm.
When you've been away, you've had a nice time, you've seen sights and stuff and this, that, and the other, and then you come back and it's just the adjustment period, let's say. But it's good to be back.
Yes.
It's been 2 weeks. The last stream was, live from Toronto. I've done a couple of streams actually. So it's good to have everyone back with us as well. And shout out to everyone in the chat.
Yeah, for real, man. It feels like just resetting. Just I know there's been a couple good releases which we are going to touch on, but even like for instance the Solar Reds, I tried, but I didn't try hard enough, and obviously I missed out. But it was unfortunate. It was the same day as a big Pokemon drop, and I know we're not here for Pokemon, but that's what I've kind of I've replaced one drug with another drug. Like it's crazy, bro. But it's in that sense, it's refreshing because it's a different world, literally having to go in stores and ask, have you got these in? Have you got that in? But fighting Pokemon bots is nothing. Well, sneaker bots compared to Pokemon bots, I should say, Pokemon bots are a different breed, bro. They are just animals. Like honestly, even in store, it's just ridiculous. But Harrison, talk to us, man. How have you been? How's content been? Have you been doing your own thing with content? Been taking a break yourself, or how's life treating you?
Yeah, just as you said, the pickups, they kind of had slowed down, but then they reel you back in. we've actually, funnily enough, got finally a drop of the Levi's Air Max 95s, like
Wow.
actual Levi's 95s. Like I got mine from the Nike website, but we've actually got the blue pair dropping this afternoon, and
Amazing.
I'm in 3 times to try and get them. So
Good
you
luck,
know,
bro. Good
trying
luck.
to get those. But yeah, a bunch of pickups. I'll wait until you guys get into yours. But yeah, doing podcast still took a little bit of a break from it. But yeah, going to be trying to ramp that up for the rest of the year. Obviously, there's like a lot of lists to come. Top tens of certain brands and top 10 pickups, and it's going to be a crazy end of the year. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like top 5, top 10
Mm.
territory. I think from like November onwards, people sort of ramp them up. I've been doing it
Yeah.
myself already, just because for some reason every year I always put my top 5 and top 10s out like New Year's Day or and beyond. So I thought, let me just get them in super early.
Yeah.
But yeah, Levi's, bro, wish you all the luck. Fire pairs. I think we had a restock on the white pair, I believe, like last week or something. So
yeah,
I think there's still some white pairs.
yeah.
available.
No, I really want that blue pair. Like that's
You're after the blue pair, yeah.
yeah,
the
for
special
sure.
pair, man.
Yeah, the blue
Yeah.
pair. Blue pairs are dope.
Yeah.
I mean, have you got the white and black ones dropping over there as well, or is it just exclusive?
Yeah, it's like a full size run of the white and blacks, and then
Right.
only from like size 9 to 12 on the blues. So I think there's very limited stock, and luckily I'm a size 9, so I just made it.
Ooh,
Okay,
nice.
yeah, you just made a
Nice.
grade. Would you have a quick question for you though? If it was an 8.5 to a 12, would you have gone for an 8.5?
I probably well, what is I'd probably put it the other way because yeah, like if it was like a
9.5.
10, if it was a 10, I would have gone for it still. So I would have made it work.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
You're gonna fit in a 10 over an 8.5 all day long.
Yeah.
So you're
yeah.
9.5 in normal 95s, big bubbles, or does it change for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten 9.5s in like your ones previously, like non-big bubble ones, like Mr. Stash.
Oh,
But
mate,
then I've started to go 9s recently in like the Mandarin pairs, and the Levi's pairs because they seem to have kind of fixed the toe issue somewhat. And I mean, I don't mind a little bit of a snug fit, and after a while they wear in pretty nicely. So yeah, I like that big bubble feel now from the releases this year.
Yeah, they've definitely changed something, even with the SBs especially. A lot more toe area, which is always good.
Mhm.
Has, we'll get you done and out of the way first, bro. We won't spend hours talking about your latest pickups because I know there's a lot of them. If I know you, I know you by now. Like, there's a lot of them. So let's skim over them slightly. Obviously, we'll talk about them, but yeah, man. How many and what have you picked up, bro?
You know what? It's really not that much. Honestly, it really isn't that
10?
much. No,
About 10?
I wouldn't say 10. I wouldn't say 10. We've got a lot of things in the works at the moment. So, look, I'll just get into the first one, right? I think I showed you these ones, but I didn't really get into that much detail. But I did wear these ones
Lovely.
the other day.
Mhm.
Is the Pandemonium Dunks, pandas essentially, but sort of reimagined, as you can see there. Really interesting shoe. The materials are really interesting to note. It's sort of like carpet material, and then you've got like a sort of denim material on the toe box there. But yeah, for me, if it's interesting, then I'm interested. So, the gum sole as well, absolutely fantastic. Just the shoe works well as a whole for me. The whole concept works really well for me. So yeah, these are ones I copped out in Toronto, paid £90 English pounds in total. So saved myself up, I believe,
Nice.
£30. So I had to bring them
Nice.
back, man. Had to bring them back.
Yeah.
But I believe this colorway isn't available in EU, so that's another thing as well. So I'm glad I picked it up over there. Initially, it was an impulse thing. As soon as I saw it, it piqued my interest, and yeah, asked for my size, and the rest is history. So yeah, you
Nice.
guys that follow me on IG will see some of the pictures I posted. Absolutely fantastic, in my opinion, for a dunk.
Yeah,
So,
I think Trance is saying what we're all thinking. The sprinkles on a whippy, the millions,
yeah,
what they
the
call.
hundreds of thousands, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've done a good job on them. I believe there was 8 different variations. So initially what they did was you order the pair online, and then you get it in a blind bag, and then whichever one you get was down to luck. But these ones in store in Foot Locker in Toronto, they were out on the shelves, and you pick it. It does come in a blind bag, but you already know what it is. So yeah, man, I absolutely love those to bits. And before I show you this next one, shout out to Mr. Killswitch, my trusty sidekick and wingman, and
The legend.
whatever names you want to call him. But thank you very much. I know these are dropping this week in the UK, but
Damn.
thanks to Mr. Killswitch, I managed to get these early doors, I believe, from DSM Dover Street Market. So this colorway is the Dusty Olive, I believe, which is, in my opinion, it is the nicer colorway. It's more lighter of the two. It just works really well, man. I mean, what they've done with this, with the denim, is what I believe they should have done with the 95s. This
I was going to say that, yeah, Levi's vibes.
Yeah, man. I mean, this
with the 95s.
color of denim on here,
Mm.
I believe would have worked well with the 95s. But
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Air Force 3s, huge fan of what Nico's doing, and these for me, absolutely fantastic. I've worn them twice already. I can't wait to have these on feet again and again and again. It just, everything complements each other so well, from that silver swoosh, even down to the little sort of label you got there, the little Levi's label, which looks great. The this colored midsole, where you've got that sort of aging. It's, it just looks great. So I'm glad I picked these up. Shout out to Killswitch. Absolutely fantastic. There is a picture inside as well on both of them. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a picture of a man side.
Mhm.
If I can show you the other shoe, I haven't got the other shoe with me, but that is the other pickup.
Nice.
Next one, just quickly. Jordan 5 Tokyo. Yep, that's that one. That's that one out of the way. Yep, done.
There's no way it's done.
Shout out to the good folks over at Offspring, and thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to have such a grail pair in my collection. Honestly, I wasn't too sure until I had this in hand, and I believe I went and picked up. I met up with Killswitch. He picked up his pair. I picked up my pair, and when we opened the box, absolutely fantastic in hand. The suede, the materials that they've used, absolutely fantastic. Obviously, I don't know what the other original version that came out was like, in terms of the quality of the material and stuff. So I can only go by, what this one's like, but it's fantastic. It feels great. It's good on the feet. It's got the same shape as the black metallics. Such a great shoe, man. Such a great shoe. The only drawback on these broskies is it will get dirty quickly. So if you have any sort of like Crep Protect, to name one of many, you're going to need to do something, because it'll be really hard to take off stains out of this. The suede is really light. It'll get dirty really quickly. That's the only drawback. But apart from that, the shoe is fantastic. Iconic in every sense of the word. Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think of this?
And that icy sole will probably get pretty dirty pretty quick too, won't it?
Yeah, that's a given. That is a given.
Yeah.
It's a pair that you're going to have to look after if you're that way inclined. If you really look after your stuff, you can look after your stuff. You really can. If you're really determined. I look after a lot of my stuff. It's one of those pairs that you'll sort of you won't pull out to wear daily, but you wear on those occasions. Certain occasions you'll have them on feet. And, really, really nice pair, man. Really, and I just before I show you my next pair, I honestly think the netting on the side, when this ages, will look really nice. Like these, there's certain pairs where it doesn't, but I think on these they will once they age. So,
it's a great pair, man. Reminds me of them fours that we had a couple of years ago. I can't remember the actual name Was it Thunders? They were all yellow.
Yellow Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds
If
me
you're
of
a
those,
Wolves
like the same
fan,
material. Yeah.
if you're a Wolves fan, those are a pair for you.
We don't do Wolves on this show.
No.
But yeah, I can see what you mean. But right, so before I get into the next one, congratulations to everyone that copped a pair of these.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Now these, obviously, everyone knows, released officially this week. The J Tips collaboration with Saucony. Wow.
What a
What
collab,
I've
bro.
got to say is this guy just gets better and better. Every shoe
Mhm.
that he brings out just brings something else to the fore. With these ones, I would say the pony hair was a real surprise for me. How well he's used it on this shoe, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
There's other pairs where you get pony hair and it just doesn't look right. This is sort of accentuated the shoe even more. It's given it a more premium feel. The materials that he's used, the various materials that he's used, I've not seen it, on too many shoes, if you know what I mean. The variation of materials. Absolutely fantastic, man. This is the Perilla colorway. It is the colorway that I wanted. So you got your browns, your purples. Obviously the outsole there, you got your mint, and then the middle
Halloween vibes, isn't it?
Yeah,
Giving
bro.
Halloween vibes, man.
It's just a fantastic looking shoe, man. It's such
Yeah.
a great shoe. And then obviously he's got his customary, this is his trademark, the honeycomb on the toe box. As you can see there. It just all round the shoe just works. And I think all four colorways, I think it works, So yeah, shout out
It's
to
a great
everyone
pack.
and I just want to say, right, this is exactly how all drops should be. Available. People that want it should be able to have access to it. The early pairs that he dropped through Saucony, again, it was a great occasion because he himself come down to London. Those that wanted to go and meet him met him, and the concept of bringing a flower to exchange to actually get the shoe and stuff was fantastic as well. It's a bit of a throwback to sort of how it used to be back in the day, where you used to have little tasks that you had to do to get the shoe and stuff. So I thought that was a fantastic nod to that. And like I said, this is how a drop should be, available. It should be available for anyone that wants it. No bots, nothing. That's a subject we'll get to later on.
So did you get them off Offspring?
I got these off Offspring. They came double. The thing is, bro, my experience with Saucony.
Mate, yeah. And
I really didn't want to chance it. The Glow Constrictors, which I still haven't got, I may revisit. As you know, went missing, went walkies, and I didn't get them. So, yeah, I just went through Offspring this time. However, having said that, I did miss another pair that I bought. I did miss another pair.
What do you mean? Went missing?
No.
Oh. That you picked up.
To show you guys.
Oh,
Nice.
Right, so I totally forgot about these.
Quickly, Hash, we've got to move it along. There's too many, bro.
I forgot about another pair. No, so I just reminded myself because of the Sauconys. But yeah, these are the Shadow 6000s. Okay.
yeah.
Clean,
It's the end collaboration with Saucony, bro. These are
Mad.
freaking amazing, man. Oh my god, like
That's suede.
I know Harrison's looking at these and appreciating.
Yeah, I need
know
those.
he is. The suede, Harrison.
Yeah.
Believe me when I say the suede on this thing is a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
I can't stop touching it. It's so beautiful. I know Kill Switch has a pair as well. He loves his pair as well. But I had to get the pink laces, the furry pink laces in there. Lovely, nice touches on there with the olive branch. This is the olive branch 6000.
Yeah.
And then on the tongue, again, you've got more detail there with a dove olive branch. So yeah, man, they've done an absolutely fantastic job with these. And in a redemption sort of arc, I used the 20% discount they gave me from the Glow Constrictors, and I picked this up for just under £90. So
Oh,
Yeah, man,
nice.
Damn.
fantastic. Yeah. So
Wow. Shout out to Callum Hill,
so
the end collaboration designer. He's
yeah, absolutely,
and
absolutely
they've got
knocked
that
it out the park.
Adidas. They've got an Adidas coming out later as well.
Yep,
I've
yep.
seen.
And you can tell us a bit more about that one, Harrison, later on in the pod, because I believe that's a great pair again.
Mhm.
But this guy's knocking it out of the park, even with like the Nessies last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Nessies were amazing. They're on sale at the moment, coincidentally, but such a great pair. I think if anyone wants a pair, there is still some available. So have a look on End or Saucony. They are going for a discount at the moment. So
Mhm.
there we go, man. Nice and sweet. You know, you thought it was going to be 6 days, but you know, managed to condense it down to 10 minutes. So there you go.
Just 3 days. Nah, great pickups, bro. Honestly, I think there's a couple in there that I would have probably picked up myself if I weren't like involuntary. Like I had to just stop myself from anything. Because the J tips, that pink pair, bro, from the pack, that was calling my name, but I was like, nah. Do you know what? Let me just
Mm.
relax. Harrison, what's been like your latest pickups? Anything worth mentioning or?
Yeah. Got a couple. That speaking of that J-Tip Saucony, it's coming, I think, in like 4 days here in Australia, but only one colorway, only the peach colorway.
Wow.
Which is
Okay.
a little bit sad because I kind of love that green one or that purple that you've got, Hass. So you know, I'm kind of on the fence because that was probably my least favorite colorway. But then I also kind of want to be a part of the collaboration train. So
Yeah.
it's kind of anyway. It is what it is. So I'll think about that in the next couple of days. I think it depends on whether or not I'll get the Levi's 95s. Any money left over.
Mm,
But
yeah. Yeah.
speaking of traveling, I was recently in Sydney, Australia, or recently like 3 weeks ago, and I picked up these in
Oh,
store.
bro.
So, and these
Wow.
have been on my feet a ton. I've added to the scratch marks. I've added to
Bro.
the distressing on the toe. I've added to the everything. I've already started to peel off the inside, on the inside
Yeah,
of the
mine's
insole there.
completely
And
gone now. Mine's completely
yeah,
gone.
Amazing.
it but man, yeah, honestly, one of the best shoes of the whole year. Seriously, like I think Nigel Sylvester, wherever he kind of ends up this year on, whatever sneaker of the year lists, I think this and the brick by brick are going to be side by side. And yeah, I think it's a beautiful yin to the yang kind of big red bulky Jordan 4 and a nice clean wearable Jordan 1. Can't get much better than that. So yeah, love
Yes.
these,
Great,
love that
great
pair.
pair.
And
Great
yeah,
pair, man.
if and if you didn't know, basically I'd given up on this shoe, lost like 4 raffles, and then I walked into a store just on a random Wednesday, and there was one pair sitting on the table, my size. And you know how you kind of look at a shoe and you're like, is that my size? It looks like my size. Because you see your size everywhere, like because at home, and I was like, it has to be. It's totally my size. Walked up and it was. It's just fate, destiny. So grabbed that one. Little bit of another Aussie collab was the Asics Gel Kayano 12.1. Yeah, so this was a collaboration with Up There store in Melbourne, Australia. So you got some really nice red hits there. You got another red hit on the back heel tab,
Beautiful.
on the front as well. And yeah, it's basically to commemorate their 15-year anniversary of being a store. So yeah, this was an awesome pair. Kind of pretty much I'll buy anything that Up There releases, just supporting like Australian stores. And it just so happens that Asics has done some incredible collabs this year with Australian like collaborators. So yeah, love these ones. Another one
I love that
which I don't.
colorway, Harrison.
Yeah.
I love the color of those shoes. I
Mm,
love anything that's sort of khaki in color. And your
mm.
review on this, by the way, folks, if you haven't seen Harrison's review on these, absolutely fantastic. If you think these shoes look good now, watch his review. Amazing. Um, but just tell me what the detail, not the details, but like the materials. What's the material quality like?
Mm. It's like so basically it's like a lot of patent leather around the side, but then it's also got this really intricate kind of mesh on it. Like it's a really nice intricate lace design. Which like it's like a
Mm.
gray and then like a khaki like army green, so to speak. Um
Lovely.
and then you've got the classic Up There branding on the heel on the insole as well. You got that green, which is like their signature color. and then it's like little pops of red. It's not too loud. It's sort of understated, but then it has certain loud hits. And it's basically, the story is, they've been around for 15 years and they wanted to build a shoe with ASICS, who's been a long time collaborator that, reminds them of other shoes. So it has little pieces from like the Gelcano 20, the 14. So a lot of ASICS history in it. So yeah, really, really
Right.
solid and
Right.
well
Great
done up
pickup.
there.
Great pickup.
Great shoe, man. Great shoe.
I
Matches
don't
your
know.
hat, Broski.
Say again.
It matches Broski's hat as well. I was just
And yours as well, doesn't it? With the red hit.
yeah, with a red
Yeah.
hat.
There you go.
Yeah.
One that I'm not sure if I'm going to keep, but going to do a review on it is the AE2.
Oh,
I'm not
Okay.
a huge like performance basketball guy, but I was just really curious to see how it compared to the AE1. It's much lighter. I'll tell you that much. It's definitely light. It's very tight, like it's very snug. If you go true to size, it's very snug. So you're going to need to wear these in a little bit. But it's a different feel. It's a little bit less breathable. They've gotten rid of like the cage on the outside. Yeah, I don't know if I'll keep them, but they do look cool. Maybe I'll pick up another like colorway when they release some more colorways. What do you guys think of these ones?
Yeah. I mean, I've got really no opinions, like strong opinions of them, but
Yeah.
I know it was sneaker of the year last year. So
what the 81s.
sorry,
Yeah.
the big brother was sneaker of the year last year. But I've heard these are sort of slightly retooled. The insides they've changed a little bit on these AE2. So, but yeah,
it looks like they put more tech into this one. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
it looks like it's better build. Like better
Yeah.
materials in a sense.
It does feel a little bit more like a performance shoe. Like the other one kind of felt just like not that they skipped it or made it quickly, but it was like the entire outer was just the TPU cage, whereas this one has different paneling and it's a little bit, it's obviously lighter, as I said. So let's see how they go on like performance on the court. There's obviously YouTubers or people on Instagram who do much better performance basketball reviews than I do. I'm kind of just trying it out for a lifestyle wear. So there's people who will give you more in-depth reviews than me, but yeah, just curious to see how that one will go. And lastly, the Amine 2000 from New Balance, the Absorb. These ones are super cool. Glow in the dark.
switch the lights off, bro.
Say again.
Switch the
Too
lights
bright.
off.
Yeah.
Switch the lights off.
Oh yeah. Well, you've got to charge them up. Like I put them out outside, but then once you put them away, like for a little bit, it loses the charge, so to speak. So I think I'd have to leave them out in the sun for a little bit, which would be a cool sort of detail. The laces are different as well. They're like a toggle Salomon style lace.
Yeah.
But yeah, really cool details. It's basically like you got his branding on the front tongue as well. The box lid looks like a library thing.
Wow.
So it's like he basically, like Amine always does a really good job of bringing his childhood and bringing his past into his collaborations. Like he's done one about his high school. He's done one now about his like library as a kid. So I really enjoy the way his shoes look, and yeah, they're pretty loud. Again, very comfortable. So now these, if you don't have a pair of 2000s, check them out.
Yeah.
So
it's very
those are
comfortable.
my
very nice.
I guess main four. So yeah. We'll see. A couple more reviews will come onto the channel and Instagram and stuff. But yeah, I reckon this one's probably my favorite, just purely because it's Australian at the moment.
It's a great looking shoe as well, to be fair.
That is nice. I've been interested with the 12.1s because there's a few cool colorways over here where I'm like, oh, shall I? And I look at the price, I'm like, nah, I've got to hold out for a bit. But yeah, the congrats on the Nigels, man. I wore mine yesterday actually.
Yeah.
So my son, he was getting sized up for his first pair of shoes yesterday. So that was like another. That was I'm telling you, man. So that was another cool sort of moment with the Nigels, and yeah, you get them guys that are trying to sell you something. So we're walking through the center, the shopping center. Two lads had a bit about him, like, "Oh, how's it going, mate?" Da, 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 da. I was like, "Oh, sorry, mate, in a rush." He's like, "Oh, cool shoes, man." And I don't know whether he was trying to get me to stop to talk to him or whether he actually meant it, but I was like, "Cheers, bro." And then obviously it's just one of them shoes, in it. Like, you just every few steps you just look down to see have I added another scratch or distressed panel to it and stuff. But yeah, great pickups all round, man. Hass as well.
Yeah, the common theme I was going to say with these shoes, and you don't see it with many shoes, is that everyone has them on feet. Everyone says how much they've worn the shoes. I've never seen such a popular in demand shoe being worn as much as these Nigel One Lows. Absolutely amazing, man. I mean, when I went to Toronto, I had them on feet going there. I had them on feet the following day. I had those on feet the most out of any other shoe.
So good, bro.
Just so good. You want to wear them. You want to distress them. You want to, you know, just add more to it, if you know what I mean, because that is the theme of the shoe. So
yeah, I think saying that though, just to add to that, I think out of the whole year, as much as we've had a lot of hype and grails come back and stuff, that's probably the most seen shoe I've actually witnessed on social media. Like, I know it's only sort of relatively just come out, but I don't think I've seen a shoe other than the Brick by Bricks, you could say, and 95 SBs really, but those shoes, especially the low Nigels, the Jordan 1s, that's the shoe I've seen everywhere, like even on feet and on social media. But yeah, great pickups, man. I mean, shall I show you my Pokemon cards, my latest pickups?
Oh, God, you've been itching to show us. Come on. Just
nah, do you know what? I feel bad because there's some people, like even Killswitch, couldn't get anything, But, bro, I've got like 2 massive boxes of stuff. Like, it's crazy.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I mean, how big was Pokemon when you were a kid? Like, what was like back in like the early 2000s? Like, what was Pokemon in the UK?
It was everything, man. That
everything.
I think Dragon Ball Z had a big moment. Digimon slightly, Yu-Gi-Oh as well. But yeah, Pokemon. I just remember I don't remember anything like it at the time. Like, honestly, because the movies, the cards, obviously the games, so many packs and stuff. But yeah, not to rub it in Killswitch, bro. Sorry, man. I knew he was gonna comment. No, do you know what? Look, I'm not even showing off. I'm just saying, like, there's so much I had to do to get all of this. I've got another big box full of stuff, but it's like dog eat dog. You're going to all these shops you wouldn't think of going, like WH Smith. That's not my address, by the way. It was a click and collect. Yeah, all these shops where you're like Card Factory, and then all these shops you're thinking, well, I would never step foot in these places, but I'm going up to these people, these old women. Have you got any Pokemon cards, by the way? And she looked at me like, no. I was like, all right, no problem. You feel like a mug, but you have to do it, bro. You have to put in the legwork.
Tell me you've done a vlog.
Nah, I did a bit like B-roll and stuff, because I'm also. Oh, by the way, I've started up a new Pokemon channel. So instead of putting content on this channel,
another channel,
hat trick, bro. 3 channels, man. Why not? So subscribe. I'll put the link down below. But no, I thought, do you know what? I'm seeing all these good like card shows and great content, like people pulling really rare cards and stuff that are worth silly money. I'm just like, bro, why not? Do you know what I mean? Why not? Because sneakers, it's like one. What's that saying? A string to the bow. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love sneakers. It would never stop. I love tech. That will never stop. But Pokemon's a proper niche thing, innit? Like, if you're into it, you're really into it. If you're not, it's just like, oh, who's this bloody nerd? But yeah, it's just one of them things, innit? It's like probably the highest it's ever been since COVID, I think, because it's hard to get stuff, bro. Like, you think sneakers sell out, these things, it's just mental.
I think the reason for that as well is because with things like Pokemon, you get a younger audience as well. Yeah. You get more of a broader audience, so things do tend to sell out, or people tend to rinse everything quicker. So yeah, but commiserations to Killswitch, man. We were rooting for you, but
listen, bro, I gave Killswitch a couple accounts to follow that helped me get stuff, but some of the stuff I got are old stuff anyway, so it's not even like new. Well, there is a few new stuff, but yeah, shout out to Smith's, man. Smith stores, toy store. You know, I did a dirty one, so I went in there I was like, all right, mate. Obviously, just smoozing around, chatting to him, just trying to, get in there. So I was like, oh, how much can I buy? He's like, oh, I think it's 5 packs and then 2 tins because that's all they had, in terms of their sort of stock. So I was like, wicked. Bought the 2 tins, got the packs, and I said to my missus, got back to the car. I was like, babe, do me a favor, go in there and get 5 more packs for me. So I walked out. I was like, I'm doing it all, mate. Why not? But
Wow.
yeah,
Well,
obviously,
I can imagine you during COVID actually in the supermarket.
bro.
Can you
Do you
go
know
back
what?
in and just get 5 more toilet rolls, please?
No. Do you know where I was smart? You know us, bro. We knew about the Turkish news agents. They had everything. They had toilet
Oh,
roll, pasta.
we were prepped. We were prepped,
Like
bro.
we knew. Yeah, Harrison. I don't know about you during COVID, but in the UK, toilet roll was the hardest thing to get. It was crazy. And pasta.
Yeah,
A
it
lot of the
was.
time was pasta.
It was pretty rare, especially for the first like couple of months. Like, it wasn't rare. Like, it's not like you couldn't get any, but yeah, there was definitely a lot of people hoarding. And I actually worked at a supermarket, and people would come in and buy like 10 packs of it, and I'm like, how much are you going to the toilet? Like, how much Taco Bell are you eating?
Bro, you need to get one of them things that you wash yourself with, man, and then you don't need no toilet
Oh,
roll.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
B-Day
Tell
sort
me
yeah,
of thing. Yeah.
either, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That's
for
it.
sure.
But
It reminds me of Pokemon Go. Those like all the Pokemon craze is kind of, it just reminds me of everyone getting out and about,
oh yeah.
doing that in, when was it, like 2019, or was it even earlier
I
than
want to
that?
say before that, maybe
It was like
20.
2017 maybe.
Bro, I had a hack to that.
Might have been. Yeah.
I had a hack to that game, right? And I didn't even need to go out anywhere. I can just go anywhere on my phone. I was in anywhere in the
Oh,
world, and I can go like New York, wherever. And
VPN, yeah.
not VPN, but I had a hack, and
Uh-huh.
I was going anywhere and just catching all these Pokemons and stuff from the comfort of my home. So,
He doesn't
I
want to
wasn't.
give up his secrets. Look at this one.
We'll talk after if you want.
Bro, you know what? I played that for a bit, and then I got so bored of it. I was like, I'm really not trying to step out of the house for this long, or this many steps. So I kind of gave that up. But yeah, it was all about the games when I was a kid, like Game Boy games. I still got them now. And then the cards, I had like the original, took them to school, like all these things, man. But yeah, in terms of sneakers, the most I've gone for or that I wanted was the Solar Red 95s. Like I've actually the morning it was so annoying because the Pokemon stuff's coming out, then the Solar Reds sort of come out. Went on to Offspring, I was like, yes, I'm gonna quickly add them to cart. You know how that flipping website's like. As I'm trying to add to cart, the pop-up thing comes up. Sign up now for 10% off. I was like, no. So the whole thing was just a shambles. And then by the time I got back into the website, they kicked me out again saying I needed they thought I was a bot. So I was like, yeah, this is a sign, bro. Just stick to Pokemon. So yeah, the Solar Res will come home though, because I was looking on eBay. I think it was going for about 200 in my size. So it's not too
That's
bad.
nothing. Yeah, it's about
Not too
£20,
bad, yeah.
£25 over
Mm.
retail. No, how much are they
Yeah.
at the moment? 185.
I think it went 185, yeah.
Yeah,
So
so £15
not too
over
bad.
retail isn't bad. The little Timmies will sort you out, so you're all good.
That's it, man. Just gotta speak to someone about someone and then see what happens, or just best offer it. Do you know what I mean? On eBay, you know how it goes. But yeah, man, let's talk, man. Obviously, whilst we've been off air, Cool Kicks. We'll start there. We'll get that out of the way. It's like probably the biggest resale store that we know about, and especially in America. But they had everything going, whatnots. And then you had the YouTube channels and all these sort of things, which was entertaining, but it was just not an actual representation how reselling is, or like the prices. And obviously America and UK are totally different, I get that, but it was more for content. Like I know a lot of their stuff was just for content. It weren't real and it weren't, like I said, an actual representation. But they're cooked, bro. Like, to say the least. They got found out selling allegedly stolen goods. There was some things about counterfeit stuff, but apparently that was sort of rescinded or taken back. I don't know. But yeah, Harrison, we'll start with you, bro. Are you aware of them? Obviously, like, what's your take on it? If you're aware of their brand, I guess, and store.
I think, yeah, that when they popped up roughly, early 2020s, they were kind of making their boat you know, with content and all the like people coming in to buy shoes, kind of like a fake sneaker shopping kind of thing from Complex.
Yeah.
Kind of like they'd bring some influencer TikTok person that has 2 million followers that I don't even know the name of. You know, like that's kind of how it is now. And they'd come in and, you know, they'd want to buy a certain shoe and they'd be like, oh, that's a brick, don't get that one. Or, you know, that clip's kind of a bit viral of someone coming in and being like, oh, I want that one. And they're like, nah, this one sucks, don't get that one. And it's kind of all around the hype. And I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't know. It just seemed like very, like some people that I wouldn't want to hang out with. And I feel like that's a barometer for me. If it's someone online that I wouldn't really want to hang out with or chat to about
Mm.
sneakers, it doesn't feel genuine, then I'm not really into their content. Obviously they had, you know, great sneakers, but that doesn't mean it's going to be, you know, worthwhile. And it's hard, obviously, making money in the, you know, resale game right now. It's hard to sell shoes for retail these days, and, you know, trying to sell them above retail probably even harder. So, you know, they got to do everything they can to try and make money, such as whatnot streams and, you know, buying from somewhat shady dealers. I don't think they were doing fakes, but yeah, doing like dirty stuff with stolen goods is, you know, it's pretty sketchy. And I don't know, the American government will always find you out. They're so hardcore on trying to crack down on that sort of stuff. And yeah, it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, for
Mm.
sure. Has I know you probably thought like a lot about this as well, Has, but for me, I feel like any shady business or dodgy dealings will always come out in the light, because especially if you're on camera, especially if you're like hungry for views and content and clickbaits and everything, any little thing someone has on you is just gonna come out and you're
Yeah.
cooked, man. But Has, what are you saying, bro, about this?
Yeah, I think obviously they built themselves a reputation from back in the day, what around 2020 or whatever it was. That reputation's now gone. Obviously, you know, it's hard to claw that back after something like this happens. But for me, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth because obviously we all know how hard it is to pick up pairs these days, rare pairs, whatever hype pairs you want to call it. And you know, if found to be true, which is looking that way, then that just the trust is gone. You know, for me, that takes away from other people being able to buy pairs that they want. Um, you know, it's almost like I wouldn't even call it backdooring. It's just, you know, it's obtaining shoes and then selling it for a ridiculous price, which is what they were doing anyway. You know, they were buying shoes from people who, God knows why, they weren't selling themselves on eBay or whatever platform they wanted to. Um, and then, you know, selling it on for however much they wanted to sort of sell it for. So for me, I didn't like the whole idea of, you know, what they were doing in the first place. The whole thing just every time I watched it was like, you know, I was finding it hard to believe how much they were picking up these shoes for and how much they were reselling for. It was like sort of like a legitimate resale business, you know, just doing it
Hmm.
in the open and putting it out on YouTube for everyone to see. So, what's the difference between them and resellers, in my opinion? And what's happened now is just taking it a step too far. So, look, whatever happens, I think it's going to be hard for them to claw back whatever reputation that they built themselves. And, you know, it's a shame. Like, once again, it's another kick in the teeth for us, actual people in the community. And, yeah, uh, I don't know, man. It highlights a lot of problems in the community as well at the moment. Not in the community, but in the sneaker business, it highlights a lot of problems. And
Yeah.
for every cool kicks, there's so many other people out there doing this sort of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah. It's just one of them things where it's like they put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths when it comes to people reselling and actual sneakers, like in general, because there'll be kids that are just getting into shoes and they're all about watching cool kicks content, their videos like, oh my god, mom, I want to go get some shoes from here, see a deal, and see whoever else is doing content. And then they see stuff like this stuff happens, and then the mum's like, nah, we're not even buying any shoes. We'll stick to the off-brand stuff or whatever. But yeah, it's just one of them things that you can't hide forever, bro. Like they knew, you can just tell, like they knew what they were doing with the stolen stuff and most likely the fake stuff too. Like, let's be real, because resale platforms and shops, they don't make their money off YouTube, bro. Let's be honest. Like they have to make their money doing under that table stuff and dodgy things. So yeah, man, it's I don't know. They won't be missed. That's all I'm gonna say. Like they won't be missed.
The whole thing just stinks, and it's no coincidence that his surname is Shams as well. Let's be honest.
You can't make it up on it, bro. You can't make it up.
I mean, it was there from the start. Yeah. I mean, the signs were there. You just had to look. But I just think, bro, like every time I used to watch, like obviously, Rami the Icon, who posts a lot of videos on YouTube and stuff. He made his name through Cool Kicks and everything else. But just watching some of his videos, not because I'm an avid sort of, follower or anything like that, but when it popped up, sometimes I'd watch it and I think, why there'll be some absolute bangers on there, and it's like, yeah, sorry, dude, we're not paying more than this much for it. I'm like, what? Like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, just post your stuff on eBay or whatever, or any other platform, or go and sell it yourself. Why are you feeding these sharks? Like, I don't get it. I never understood. Obviously, I understand the concept of sort of reselling, but it's why would you willingly do it? Why would you willingly, so unless you're really desperately in need of money, which is what I think is the case with most of the people on there, you just wouldn't do it, bro. And it's
mean, most of those videos are set up, right? When someone comes in with a pair of shoes and they walk up to the counter, it's set up. Like whenever I go into a store, there's hardly anyone at the counter. I have to like, hey, can you help me? Like, like whenever is someone actually at the counter. So most of them are probably setups. Like, 95% of the internet is, not real anymore.
Yeah. Thing is as well, if it is real, it's like, bro, I would have punched this guy in the face if he ever spoke to me like this, because the way they're like, nah, bro, get out. Like, or nah, bro, we're not taking that. Nah, you're begging. Or like, I'm just like, brother, who are you, bro? You're just a guy behind the counter that sells shoes, that has this channel. Like, relax, man. But yeah, it's got to be fake in it in terms of the way they interact with these customers and clickbait it all. But yeah, let's see, man. The thing is with resale stores, even the likes of the UK, we've got Kick Game. So they're changing their whole direction now, where they're selling a lot of GRs and they've gone public, so people can actually invest publicly. So it's not just shareholders or anything. It's literally, if you wanted to now, you can go onto Crowdcube, which is a platform that you can invest in. This is not a plug. This is just what I know and what I've been seeing, because that's the platform I use. So they're on there and you can literally buy shares now. So they're changing their direction. We spoke to Alex Vass, which is doing a lot of stuff with Kick Game. And the eBay thing, that's where we went to the event, Hass, do you remember, in a couple months ago? So yeah, Kick Game, they're doing a lot of stuff with Saucony and GRs. So instead of all the hype reselling crap, they're shifting slightly to GRs and all these other shoes that long term will make them the most money and that sells the most. Like, let's be honest, like retro runners and even the stuff you guys picked up. How many Asics and Saucony pairs were in there? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's mad. Kill Switch, sorry to hear, bro. Sorry to hear, man. Listen, just go there and be like, I either need my Pokemon or my shoes, bro. Just tell him. That's what you got to do, Kill Switch. No, to be honest, I've never used Kick Game, bro. When I saw prices and all these people shopping there, I was like, nah, I'll admire from afar. But yeah, man. Look, let's talk about sneakers, though. Let's put this to bed. A great shoe. Now, the 90, it's a shoe I've been banging on all year that has not got enough love, especially for a big anniversary, the 35th anniversary this year. We've had the Patters, which was an amazing shoe, probably still in my top 10 somewhere. But yeah, Grateful Dead and Oregon. I mean, huh. Has you wanted to talk about these, especially you sent me these over. I'll let you talk, bro, because wow, man. This is what the 90 needs, bro. And more. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, what were you saying?
Bro, this as soon as I saw this, I thought,
Oh,
wow. I mean, it is so out there, but I mean, come on. Look at their SB collaboration they did a few years back. I mean, just wild and out there. But these look amazing. I'm glad to see that the 90s are being shown more love. I think what they've done with this particular pair, I think is absolutely bonkers, but it looks great. For me, it's just fun. The whole concept just looks really fun. I like how they've sort of blocked the air unit, if you know what I mean. They've sort of matted it out. I love that. I love the fact that they've got all the different color variations on the laces. The fur, obviously synonymous with what they've done with Night before as well. So you've got the fur on the swoosh, on the lateral, I believe. Bro, I think they've knocked it out of the park with this one again. Even details on the heel. I need these somehow. I need to have these. And if it's a drop on Goat again or wherever, then I'll have to try and see if I can pick up a pair. But yeah, definitely a pair that's worth keeping an eye on, I reckon. Especially if you don't really need to be a fan of Grateful Dead as well, but if you just like, you know, stuff that is out there and unique in appearance, then I think these are probably out there.
Which laces would you put in?
Definitely not white.
Yeah.
I would probably go, just to break it up a little bit, I'd either go with the blue or the pink. Because there's no solid blue or pink on there. So it just adds another sort of dimension to the shoe. But I mean, even
one
red
shoe
well,
pink, one shoe blue.
Yeah, I always do that with my kicks as well. I always, because I can't decide, I end up having two different laces on each shoe. So yeah, I mean, look, why not? The shoe's quirky itself, right? So why not have two different laces? A lot of people do it. A lot of people do it with their Travis Scotts, you know, white and pink or blue and pink, whatever you want to do. But no, I just think it's a really fun shoe. It's definitely an eye catcher. It's one that people will sort of look at and think, "Oh, what are those?" Like, you know. So yeah, I think whenever there's a Grateful Dead collaboration, you have to sit up and take notice. We all know that SB Dunks are like gold dust, you know. As soon as they came out, gone, and a resale at the moment on those are just ridiculous. You know, starts something around £600-700 upwards. So shows you how popular they are. But yeah, I hope these are available through some sort of platform.
It needs to happen, man. Harrison, are you a 90s guy? Like, what are you feeling about these as well?
I mean, I love loud colors. I'm definitely not afraid of, you know, rocking a loud pair every so often. But I mean, I doubt these will ever see the light of day here in Australia. Like, you might get a drop there in the UK and obviously in the US, but there's no way these are coming to Australia. But no, if I had the chance to get these, I would think about it. It's definitely not my favorite, like, Air Max silhouette. Probably goes, you know, 95 and then maybe the 1. But yeah, I do like it. I do love the colorways, and I'm, you know, excited to see if Hass can pick them up or anyone else in the chat can pick them up and rock them. I'd love to see some photos of, you know, on feet photos.
Yeah, it needs to be showcased more. Like, I've not heard too much about it, maybe because, like I've said, I've sort of unplugged from sneakers for a bit, but I even like the shape. It's giving me the sort of recraft shape. I know a lot of people had a few things to say about the pattern 90s in terms of the shape, but the recraft shape for me is one of my favorite shapes. Like, I just love the slope, I love the padding, I love the sort of retro look to it, and I slightly feel like these are sort of echoing that. So yeah, I like it, man.
Actually, the whole, it gives me like 90s vibes.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
all about the 90s vibes. If there's anything that has anything remotely like sort of a 90s vibe, then I'm there. You know, I'm all
Mm.
for it. So these
Mm.
definitely give me that. Look, I need more information. I need more information on the drop on these because I will go all out to get these. I think the price point will probably be around what 145. I'm thinking at
Yeah, it
retail.
looks it.
So yeah, definitely one.
24th of October, by the way, release date, which is
Mhm.
actually
So that's next
my
week.
son and Drake's birthday. So yeah, two legends.
Wow, you actually timed your son's birth.
Bro,
Like,
that's how much of a Drake fan I am.
because I know how
That's-
much of a great fan you are, but I didn't know you timed his birth to
we
Drake's
went,
birth.
listen, I said to my missus, do not have our baby until Drake's birthday because we were that close. And she goes, look, don't worry about it. I got you. I was like, cool. But his birthday is funny because it's like 24 of the 10, 24. So it's kind of like a sick, like back to back. Do you know what I mean?
That's cool.
But yeah, man. But yeah, 24th of October. So just before Halloween, of course. Yeah, just look out, sneaker news, all the rest of it, because with Oregon, with even Grateful Dead, I'd say they're very like scarce when it comes to news and how they drop, and they're very not limited, but they're like it's kind of like just flipping goat and that's it. Especially with the 95 and 97s,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
So let's see, man. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I wanted to talk though. Sneakers this year, yeah. If you think about it, we've not had like a year like this, yeah. Obviously, let me hide this a second. So we've had bangers after bangers, grail after grail, all of these sort of vault sneakers coming out that some people say they shouldn't. But is there a shoe that you're still waiting for to come back, or is there a shoe you wish that did? Because let's be honest, with Nike especially, it might just be like a new Sean Wotherspoon or a retro or something like that. Hass, we'll start with you, bro. Is there a shoe? I know you're putting the thumbs down, but is there a shoe?
I didn't even point the thumbs down. I don't know what's going on. Why did it
And
do that?
bro, your screen always does this. Like, do the thumbs up and then it starts blowing bubbles and balloons and stuff. No? Oh, there we go. Look,
That's
bubbles.
that's a thumbs up, not a thumbs down. I didn't do a thumbs down.
Oh man.
God.
Kill switch, brother. Oh man. No comment, bro.
Well,
No
we
comment.
want to know now, don't we?
Yeah.
No. My missus hates Drake, bro. Honestly,
Ah,
no, she don't actually. She likes him, but she don't. She likes all these other songs, like all these ethnic songs. But yeah, chime in as well. Let us know. Are there any sneakers yet that you want
Right.
to see a retro of or whatever? But Hass, what are you saying?
Before I can say anything, Homer beat me to it. BWs,
Oh yeah,
you know my stance.
yeah.
Persian Violets, one of my first loves. Everyone knows the story by now, but BWs, man, bring them out, man. Bring out the BWs. We need to see them back. Bring out.
Hopefully next year, though, innit? I think it's a big anniversary next year.
BW, especially if it's an anniversary year next year, they need to have a strong collaboration next year. I said it before. I don't know what pod it was on, but I'd love to see some sort of like Pata collaboration or someone like that. Doing a collaboration with these, because special sneakers, man, they are absolutely just. Even looking at it now, just brings back my childhood. Brings back me looking at the catalogs at these shoes. Yes, they were in catalogs.
Yeah.
Such that the air bubble. I remember as a kid seeing that air bubble and thinking,
Wow.
Jesus Christ, I need these. I need these.
Mm.
And seeing my elders sort of wearing these shoes was just for the time, bro. It was amazing. I'm talking about like the 90s here. Was absolutely insane. So this is a pair that I hope come back. I think the Persian Violets should definitely lead the charge in any sort of comeback they want to do. But I also want to see a strong collaboration, because this pair deserves a top tier collaboration, in my opinion. And I think I know Pat has just worked on the DNA and stuff and whatever. That will hopefully sort of blow over. But I think if they were to work on these, because these are strongly rooted in Dutch culture as well. Let's not
Yeah, the
um
rave scene
not
especially.
yeah, let's not forget
Mm.
that. So I think if they put Pata at the helm with these next year, they give us a triple pack or whatever it is. I think it's gonna be bombastic, bro. Honestly, give us like a Dutch sort of theme with orange. Give us like a neon. Give us a Persian. Give us something, man, because I think they'll knock it out of the park.
Yeah, I'm not mad, because this was actually, well, the BW silhouette was actually my first Air Max as a kid. So yeah, it's just
Mm.
it's a shame, man. It feels like, especially someone said the Gundam 98's Kudella, every like retro or every year that it's meant to retro, you get drips and drabs. Like when the BW came back out, I think 2021. Yes, the Persian Violet came. We had some cool city pack as well. LA, I think Beijing or Tokyo. And then there was was it Rotterdam? One of them, that green color.
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam, yeah. So there were some, I guess it maybe could have been the timing with COVID and production issues and stuff, but yeah, it did feel like the BW last retro didn't get the big push that it should have. So yeah, I'm gonna echo that as well, man. Harrison, what are you saying, bro? Is it a Nike shoe? Is it what are you saying?
I mean, old mate Kuldella took the words. The Gundam 98s was probably one. I think if we're gonna be having 30th anniversary of the 95s this year, what in the next couple of years can they do with the 97 and the 98? So hopefully they give us some really good, like you said, collaborations with brands that align with those values, like like Pata, because they have a heritage and a history. They're not just giving it to someone who's hot at the moment. They're giving it to someone who actually knows what the shoe is all about. So one of those kind of shoes. I'm trying to think of a New Balance shoe that I would love to see retroed as well, because I'm kind of a New Balance fan at heart. We've had a lot of 992s this year, and it's kind of an anniversary year next year. So we're going to have a fair amount of pairs there. I'd probably love to see like the Joe Freshgoods 992s come back. Like it was 5-year
Oh,
anniversary this year. That original pair from 2020, the Anatomy of a Heart, kind of a Grail
Oh,
level shoe.
yeah, yeah.
But then you run into the kind of it makes me understand what Nike heads, kind of like hardcore Nike Jordan fans, feel about retros, because if I saw that shoe come back, yes, I'd like to get it, but also I'd be like, oh, well, that kind of ruins the specialness of the first pair. So I don't know. I kind of see it both ways. I'm trying to think of
You
some other
sound like
pairs.
Harrison. You sound like someone we know.
Let's not go there. Let's not
Yeah.
go
Oh, that's Hass's mate, but yeah, we'll
I
move
was
on.
gonna say that's Kostic's mate, but yeah.
No, shout out to him anyway, man. I'm
Nice.
not, look, it's one of them things, in it. As an investor, you don't want to see these certain shoes come back and whatever. But as a sneakerhead, like that actually wears shoes and cares, you don't mind. Like it's one of them things, because even on topic with the New Balance, we saw was it the Rain Clouds protection pack?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was kind of like the most expensive New Balance at the time when it first dropped, or a year or so later.
yeah.
But you could just, I think they're sitting now, which is great, because arguably that's one of the packs and shoes that put New Balance up there, because
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen anything like it with New Balance. I know they've had big moments and hits, but
mm,
yeah, that 2002R, especially that pack, was like, whoa. Like that was
mm.
like everyone needs a pair, kind of thing. So yeah, is there anything else, or was that it?
I mean, a lot of brands like Asics are doing a lot of retro runners, but bringing them back in like a new kind of way. But no, I think to be honest, this year's, yeah, like you said with Nike, like is there another pair that hasn't hasn't retroed this year? It feels like almost everything has. Um, we've had a good bread one. You've had that shattered backboards. There's really not much else they could pull out. They've done recently a reimagined Jordan 3 in the white colorway and the black colorway. They've done the reimagined 4s like last year. So I mean, I'm struggling to think of anything else, which kind of speaks to how crazy this year's been. Yeah. Oh, that's one there. The MF Doom dunks. You could bring those back. I'm sure Hass would love that.
Love that. Would love that.
What a shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great pair. Trying to
Yeah.
think.
I mean, I
I mean,
would
there's a
love to see. Sorry, Harrison. I was just gonna say, I'd love to see some SBs retro, but I know traditionally SBs do not retro, so that's
They don't, yeah.
no go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the MF Doom ones are a good shout for a pair that kind of has a rarefied air, similar to kind of the Wu-Tang dunks. So I wonder what the reception for the MF Dooms would be if they did retro,
Well, we know. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. Forget it. Oh, you know what I was gonna say. We know who's gonna have something to say, but anyway, you know what I want to see. I don't know if you guys remember the Kiss My Ears 95 and the whole
Yeah,
pack. You had the TNs and the 90s. I want to see the next Kiss My Ears pack because we had the first one, which I was actually involved with promoting and helping Nike sort of advertise and everything. Obviously, I've said it time and time again, but I got my pair from them. And that's probably one of my favorite shoes of all time. Like that 95, the first colorway. Let me just get it on screen. And then they did the second one.
the one with the neon midsole, right?
Yeah. And then we see the second one, but it weren't like wow, Let me just get it up. So it was this one.
Pause.
Oh God's sake, Cass.
Accept your cookies.
Bloody cookies, bro.
Every pod, bro.
Bro, the thing is, every time, bro, I'm on this website. You guys see it. I'm always on this website, bro, on stream, and I still got to accept the cookies. Like something's going on. Anyway, Kiss My Ears. This is the 1.0. I love this shoe out of a lot of the shoes in my collection. I'd even say Concepts Air Max 1s, but these get a lot of like, oh, what are they? Oh, they're sick, bro. Let me see if they've got the 2.0s here as well. But yeah, the 2.0s were a bit lackluster.
I'd love to see these come back as a
Yeah,
retro. I would love to see that. Beautiful. It's a striking pair, I would say. It's
because you had this
such a striking pair.
Is that a 3? Oh yeah. So they only did 2 actually. So this is the 2.0, the top left, but they did like a whole pack, didn't they? They had the 97s, TNs, and 90s as well. Bro, there was a thing. I know it looks a bit cheap on here, but these ones sailed at the 2.0s for like £90 at one point, and I was like, oh, but
it's quite lackluster though, isn't it? I mean, look,
exactly.
If you compare it to the 1.0s, it just there's no comparison, is there? Let's be honest.
Nah.
One's
it just felt lazy.
Yeah, one just looks beautiful to look at. Another one looks like, well, could have picked it up at a JD Sports. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's details on there, like the sort of Atmos kind of print on there. But is it enough? It just doesn't stand out for me enough.
Nah. It's just like chicken pox, man. Like this had it very subtle. Come what, like I get what they're trying to do, but it just feels like I don't know if it's the colorway or what. Like on here, it's actually got it, but it's so subtle that it actually works.
Very subtle, yeah. I mean, I'll take the 97s over those 2.0s. The 97s on the right.
Yeah.
I'll take those 97 over the 2.0s any day.
Yeah. And then you got obviously the Evolution of Icons pack that they did too. That was pretty cool. I like what they did with the 95s. There was a few. I know they done a few. Like they did that Vapor Max. I don't know if you guys remember. What was it? The Vapor Max Evo? I think it was a Vapor Max Evo.
Yes, I do remember.
And they added all these cool panels on there, and it came with a booklet. It was like the Warhawks were on there, pony hair, like all these. That was really cool. But yeah, if it was up to me, I would get either another Kiss My Ears pack, like a 3.0, or bring the first one back, because it's not like hype, but it's like, bro, I can't even get my size, bro, even on the resale market. Like, see, look, it's always offer, or StockX is like there's no pairs, so I'm like, how to flip? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just buy a pair in a size 6 and then just keep them on my shelf. But
there was a couple on eBay that I saw, but I don't know. I mean, it's going for a silly amount. So
Mm.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's
Have you guys
ridiculous.
talked about the undefeated 95s yet? On either here or
We-
you know
we've
haven't,
on
you
another
know.
Yeah,
podcast?
we've touched on it. As in they're
That
coming
was
out.
before pictures, though.
Yeah,
The new
Yeah, I've seen
pictures.
some
Yeah.
like actual real pictures. Yeah.
we've
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I'm getting some Gucci vibes off
Mm,
off those.
Mm.
Look at it and you
Yeah.
think, it looks a bit Gucci, you know.
Yeah.
Look, it's an undefeated collaboration.
fucking cookies again, bro.
It's,
Bro, I'm gonna flip this Google Chrome in a minute, bro. Look at this. What the heck? Every website, bro. It's not like I'm not on these websites as well.
Yeah.
Even on my phone, I'm like, does it reset
Mm.
every night or something? Anyway, sorry, Has.
It feels like the
As
blacked
yours.
out midsole, the air unit is in vogue right now with the the Yu-Gi-Oh
Yeah.
95s.
I think
So-
I think they're trying to give it like a more sort of premium look.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It definitely went for that Gucci look. Like, you
Yeah.
know, you wouldn't feel out of place wearing these in Milan
Mm.
or somewhere like that. Let's be honest.
They had these with the 97s, didn't they? I think.
Yeah, they
They had a
did.
couple
They
like
had it
this,
with
yeah.
97s with the same strand going around it. But
Mhm.
yeah, look, it's not a bad shoe. It's not a bad shoe by all accounts. Are there other pairs that I'll go for over these? I'll be honest with you. I will go for, if I had the option of these or the Eric Coston 95 SBs, it would be the Eric Costons.
Interesting.
Yeah. I need that SB pair. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an
the more I
absolute
see it,
must have.
The more I see it, I'm like, oh, it is looking good. Like the
Mm.
materials, obviously the shape, we know the shape by now, but it's a bit just going back to this, like if this is the only pair we get, it's upsetting because we kind of was teased to have like another neon, a mandarin, like all these other, there was like 2 or 3 more, but this feels lazy, bro. Like I'd still rock them, but I'm thinking I don't need them because you got the Cortez, I've still got a pair of the Essential 95 triple black. So I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like it's not like a shoe I need, but I'd probably still go for. Do you get what I mean? Just because it's an undefeated.
Yeah, I think if
that
it
colour
released earlier in the year, if it released in like June or something, it would have been hot. But it's kind of a lot of momentum has run out a little bit of it, you know.
Yeah,
I think
true.
it would have clashed with their undefeated 4s, so I can understand why.
Yeah, I think they had to test the water a bit first with the 4s. But this has probably been in production since last year at least. But at the same time, again, like we said, it just feels like copy and paste from the 97s. Do you get what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's the annoying thing.
Yeah, it's copy and paste, bro. There's nothing that is, innovative about these. There's nothing, and apart from the matted out air unit, I would say. There's nothing nothing on there which really says to me, oh, that's different, But it gives me that, obviously it gives you that Italy vibe, sort of Milan sort of vibe. But I just want to see something more, man. And I think obviously my reasoning for going for the SBs over these is that firstly I'll get more wear out of the SBs, much more comfy. They look great, better on feet. The colorway is great. You've got that Michigan sort of vibe going on. Michigan Pacers vibe. They just look so good, man. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
It's just
that photo kind of makes it the second panel doesn't seem as light as other photos. It's like
it's a bit darker in sort of but it still looks
I think
great.
there's difference in materials, right? There's a separation. There's like
look at this photo here. I mean,
wow, it's just the shape of it. I know, like it's more lower than a regular 95, but it's just like there's something about that shape that really does look good, and they're not even on someone's foot, But
I'll definitely be trying for those ones. Pretty hardcore. Very nice. Very
Harrison,
nice.
you're right though. There's like a big breakup in terms of materials. It feels like sort of nubuck, slightly edgier nubuck, then it goes into the suedes where it will hold up a lot better. But it's that toe box, a lot of that toe box is looking tasty, especially with I think Killswitch said it. Is it Thai?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The language.
It's Nike in Thai.
Yeah. So that's a nice touch. You know, it separates it from the previous SB because, again, they could have easily been a copy and paste job, but this has a couple good hits. I think even on the tongue there's something. Yeah, Costin.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
There's a few bits there that obviously stick out, and you know, they've
Mm.
look, fire pair. I said it from day one. You know this, Broski. You know my stance on it. I said from day one, these are a must cop for me, and they will do well, especially after the cactus flower. The cactus flower was like a prototype, let's say.
yeah,
An
you could say yeah.
introduction into the 95 SB, and now because we know that's been so successful, I think this will have a lot of success off the back of those classic
Mm.
colorway, the Michigan colorway. I think we had this with the Air Max ones last year. There was a Michigan colorway that had come out, but obviously that's an Air Max one.
Mhm.
But yeah, these look great, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's saying holiday 2025 in terms of release date. I think Kudella asked. So yeah, you're looking around Christmas, which was anticipated in the first place. I
Mm.
kind of don't mind that because it breaks up like a lot from the SBs that we had earlier, the cactus flower. I believe I don't want to put no one on blast, but a good friend of the channel did say there's a couple more SB95s that are definitely confirmed. So yeah, I don't want to put no one on blast here, but yeah, so that's good news, man, because along with the big bubble, it's a popular iteration of the shoe. Like it's more comfortable, it's more unique, and again, is more room. And it's honestly the 95 cactus flower. I wore that all day in Blackpool a couple months ago. Did not have a problem. Like normally, even with a big bubble, you start feeling that fatigue around the heel at the back, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe not an all day banger. But with the SBs, they're so good, man. They are
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Same
And
with
true to size, like, you know,
I'd say yeah, yeah,
size. I went true to
because they're a
size.
bit softer on the upper.
yeah, that as well. And the toe
Yeah.
box feels a bit more. I wouldn't say wider, but it feels
It's more
like
flex.
more flexible.
It's more
Yeah,
flexibility
exactly,
in the toe. Yeah, 100%.
exactly.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
wore it doing a good few hours walking in Toronto a couple of weeks ago as well, and I thought, fantastic, man. So comfy. You just because you don't really expect it with a 95. We know it's an SB, so it's been retooled, but you also know that you still have 95s on feet, and it just feels a bit surreal to have a 95 on feet that doesn't kill your toes. You know,
Yeah.
such
Mm.
you know, going
Yeah.
forward, if they retooled every 95 to this sort of caliber and shape and everything else, I think you know, they'll do really well out of it. So I don't know, man. I just think
Yeah, I'm not mad at that, man.
The SB magic, man. See, when you sprinkle a bit of SB magic on things, it just makes things better. So
Yeah. How big was that suitcase that you took
it was
to
massive,
Toronto
bro.
with all of your shoes, mate?
I came back with four. You know what? I came back with a suitcase, a shoe bag, which was as big as a suitcase, another bag with two boxes of shoes, and a massive backpack with all my electrical gear. So
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
want to. I don't even want to go back there. It was it's so draining coming back.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I'd do it again, but
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you just missed kind of the hype though. Being in Toronto, you missed the Blue Jays hype. Like they just made it to. I know this isn't baseball talk, but the Blue Jays Toronto, they just kind of are in the playoffs. Like they're in the finals.
yeah.
And did
They
you
lost.
see? Did you see any of that?
No, they there was a game the day before I came back. There was a big game against is it the Chicago Cubs? I think Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
They lost that game quite bad. And I was like, oh, what's going on? Because the Blue Jays are having a really good year.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really surprise me that they're in the playoffs, to be honest. There's big buzz and hype around it.
Yeah.
Baseball is a massive thing in Toronto by the looks of it, you know.
And basketball.
And basketball as well. Yeah. Funny,
Yeah, huge.
I watched them beat the Miami Heat in January. I watched Miami play the Raptors and they lost miserably.
Yeah, no, nice. They definitely get around their teams because they're the only team in the American
That's
league.
right.
So
Yeah.
the whole country gets around the one city, being Toronto. So
Mm,
that's definitely on my bucket list to want to go to Toronto eventually one day. Yeah, for sure.
It's
yeah,
great. Honestly, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
yeah. Shout out
nice.
Drake, man. Shout out Drake. But,
6
shout out to Drake, man, and
right in the
Bieber and the
6.
weekend. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But
for sure.
no, yeah, we'll move on though. It's yeah, more 95 SBs, please, Nike, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of brought more people to light with the 95, even though we've had about 20 of them come out this year and counting. By the way, I forgot to ask you guys, did you go for the solar reds or not?
No, I didn't. I didn't go for them, bro.
Okay, cool.
Nah, they're
I
still
just feel
sitting
like,
over here, actually.
yeah, yeah.
Nah, don't say that.
I just
Yeah.
feel like there's other stuff that I've prioritized over that. I mean, I've got some great 95s this year. As you know, I've picked up some great 95s.
Mhm.
The neons were sort of, the jewel in the crown for
Oh
me
yeah.
anyway. So I've prioritized other stuff at the moment. We've got, I think the Voodoos are coming out next week or the week after, the Jordan 1
Mm.
Low Voodoos. So that's a pair that I really want to pick up. And also the Stranger Things dunks are
Oh
releasing
yeah.
very soon. I think next week, and that's another pair that I really, being a huge fan of the show as well.
Mm.
And seeing what they've done with those dunks, it's a must cop for me. And I think they'll be releasing over in Australia as well. You'll be able to get those in Australia.
Mm. Yeah,
Um,
we've gotten a few of the Stranger Things collabs, like the Nike Blazer. A few of those have come over here, so I feel like they're trying to debut it. Isn't there one more season of Stranger Things still coming? Is that
not yeah, it's I think it's coming next month, so it's going to be the final season
right? Yeah, so they're kind of going to be releasing in the shoes in
in tandem.
collaboration with the
Yeah,
show. So
yeah.
yeah, that's so yeah, Della just talked about those design Williamson pairs
Mm.
that you just said. The Voodoo Lows, the second iteration, which is
That
pretty
first pair,
tasty,
man. Oof.
very tasty.
The first
Yeah.
pair is still, I think, it's still number one for me. The first
Mm,
pair, but this second pair is a nice sort of consolation, and for me anyway, because I never got the first one. So for me,
mm.
it's one of those must cops. There is also another honourable mention of a Frankenstein dunk that is coming out soon, which I saw on Instagram yesterday, which sort of gives me the voodoo vibes as well. But
Mm,
it looks quite good. If they drop it before Halloween, I think they'd do well.
mm.
I think
Yeah.
Broski's gonna get a picture up, but there is also another. This is the one. Yeah, I mean that looks great for me anyway. You get the two lace options as well. Um,
This time of year, innit? Like autumn.
yeah, I
It's
think it
great,
looks
man.
fantastic, man. Look at that. It's sort of got like the Frankenstein stitches on the rear
Yeah.
quarter as well, and the heel as well. Look at that,
Yeah.
bro. These are awesome, man.
Yeah, these are great.
Such a unique pair as well. And look at the
Look at
close
that.
shot. That looks.
Wow.
This is what they should be concentrating on.
Even the toe box, bro. I don't know if you can
Bro,
see that. It's
look
like
at the swoosh.
stitches.
Look at the swoosh. It's stitched
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It's
You can see
embroidered.
it like
Yeah,
that, man. Yeah. Wow.
And like you
That is
said
that's
as
nice.
nice.
well, the toe box looks great as well. You've got the crosses on there.
Great, man. Lovely shoe.
And the laces are a great touch. The sort of furry laces.
Sort of emulates the clothing, innit, of Frankenstein, stuff like that.
But
Yeah.
I would take these over the Air Force One with the camo, not camo.
Skeleton?
Like it's got like a ghillie suit over the whole shoe, like with the leaves and all that.
I can't remember it.
I think Harrison knows what I'm talking about.
Did you
Uh,
say the Air Force Ones with the
yeah, the Air Force One
yeah,
with
yeah,
like the
with the
leaves.
leaves around them, and you
Yeah,
take the leaves off? Yeah, that
yeah.
was wild.
I mean, I can see they're trying to be innovative, but I would take these over those Air Force
Oh,
Ones,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, Yeah, I feel you as well. It's too much like a gimmick. I feel like with the leaves,
Yeah.
it's like an art piece. I don't think I could wear them.
Mm.
Yeah,
And the house
you'd-
flies, on the subject of Air Force Ones, they're releasing the house flies, and they've done a 95 and an Air Force One for both of those, which look horrific for me. Anyway, they're meant to be Halloween special.
Day off. Oh, brother. The 95s especially just feels like, why? Like, I know Halloween shoes are meant to be, you know,
But the
but it's like,
95 look worse because on the Air Force Ones, the flies are black. On the 95s, the flies are white. It just looks stupid. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking. You know, at least it looks a bit more believable on the Air Force Ones. But
Yeah.
I have to echo what 6 Day 1 Go 9 said in their comment. John Morant has absolutely stolen Halloween this year with
Mm,
his shoes, his collection. The Halloween
Yeah.
vibes are insane.
the jar threes. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, the jar frees, they look great for the
Yeah.
Halloween vibe anyway. But,
I mean, when have you ever seen white flies? Like that's
Yeah, bro.
that's wild.
what has house flies got to do with Halloween? I know. I don't know. I'm saying I know, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, someone enlighten me what the house flies have to do with Halloween. I
Mm.
just don't get it. I don't understand it.
Yeah. I mean, is Halloween a big thing over in the UK for you guys?
Oh yeah.
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 It
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
Over here.
It's more about partying though, really, like just
Mm.
dressing up as a well, the women dress up as a you know what. But yeah, it's I can't even say it. Yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's like it's a vibe. But for me, it's all about the films. Like I love horror
the
films and
films,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So
Mm.
But look
Yeah,
at these.
yeah.
jar-
it's
look at
kind
these
of
jar
it's
frees,
gained a
man.
lot of traction in the last 10 years here in Australia. It's definitely as we continue to be influenced by like American culture, it's kind of gained a lot of, like I see in the shops, you've got, you know, cobwebs and, you know, pumpkins and stuff and all that. So it's gaining some traction, but you know, you think about having kids. I don't know if I'd let my kids just roam around the streets. Like the idyllic American suburb where, you know, everyone's a community doesn't really exist that much anymore. Um, so yeah, I think if they wanted to, you'd probably have to go with them. But yeah, it's more about, like you said, the partying, the dress ups, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Another reason to party over here, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do events because I used to run a chocolate fountain business and desserts business. So that was like one of our busiest points like in the year.
So random.
No, I know. So yeah, we used to get hired like all the time. Like it was lovely, and then obviously the dress ups and everything, pretty
Still
cool.
run a chocolate fountain.
I own it, but my friend's got it in his shed because we're not really running it obviously at the moment. So
It's been
we're looking
demoted
to
the shed.
say again.
So it's been demoted to the shed, basically.
Do you know what? It's one of them things we're probably going to just sell the franchise as the whole package rather than just sell the fountain. So they get the customer base and everything because, yeah, it was a cool time in life. It's just COVID knocked it for six, bro. Like we were every other week we were events and stuff, and then COVID came, and then I just thought, nah, I'm good, man. I'll just stick to sneakers. But yeah, where were we? This is the show.
Can
I
you
wanted to
imagine a
talk about.
sneaker fountain? A sneaker fountain just
Bro.
overflowing with.
Bro, that's something like Japan would have in it, just like a
Yeah.
vending machine for sneakers or something. Like
Someone make
imagine.
that in AI. Someone jump that on Sora and make
Sora.
that, please.
That is black magic, bro. That Sora app is crazy work.
I'm glad though that any Sora videos have the actual Sora watermark so that you can tell.
Yeah, it has
and
to.
people don't get fooled.
It has to, honestly, because I think they could get sued. You know, like the stuff that comes off that app. Honestly,
I don't even know what's real anymore when I go on Instagram. I see some of the videos and I'm like, I need to go into the comments to see the AI comments. Is this AI or is it, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah, it's nuts. So I'm trying to scroll down, but basically, what I wanted to talk about, the Offspring Air Max Thunder, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, we love Offspring now. Obviously, we're on good terms, but I weren't really sold on the shoe until I saw all the pictures, the community, and the price, like £60, bro.
Crazy.
And the details, I don't know if it's gonna have it on here, but when it gets wet, yeah, here you go. It comes up like a print, like a camo print and stuff. And I found that really cool. I don't know if the raffle's still up or the thing to
Usually, I
enter
think.
is still up.
Let me just have a look. The raffle was up, just so everyone knows, everyone in the UK, at 7 p.m. UK time. So
Yeah.
I'll just check for you guys now if it's still on there. Head over to so the raffle, guys and girls, is still up. So if you want to
Right.
chance your luck,
Mhm.
get on there and
Yeah.
try. But
You know what's annoying, bro? I'm actually in London 18th and 19th, yeah. But I don't have time to pick them up even if I did get them. So I'm like, for flip's sake, the one time I'm traveling, they had to do it on that weekend. It's not a deal breaker. It just would be a really cool piece to have because it feels like a proper like retail community sneaker release, like
it's
not
a
just
moment in
a
history
bag.
as well, though, right?
Yeah.
And that is the thing. That's the overriding thing above anything else, is that it's a moment in history because a platform like Offspring obviously has collaborated with, you know, the biggest there is out there with Nike, and they've included their community members in doing so. And it's a massive moment in sneaker culture, in my opinion, anyway. And this is
Yeah.
me saying it without any sort of bias towards Offspring or anything. I just feel like what they've done is fantastic. They've been inclusive, they've thought about the community, they've given back to the community just by
Mm.
offering the shoe for £60. Who does that?
Mhm.
Um, I just think it's a win-win for everyone. And I think the shoes look great as well, to be honest. They don't look bad. Um, the fact that you can probably wear these in the rain, in the winter, you can obviously wear these in the rain because of that, you know, the changing sort of elements of the shoe and stuff. I just think
Mm.
they've done a great job on it with the ring on the zipper as well. I think you get a ring on the zipper.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good job from
Mm.
Offspring, man, and well done to everyone that was involved with it. It's about time,
Yeah.
they did something. So, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Just
Very
before we
nice.
get Harrison's take on the Thunder and this collab, Turkey have actually won 4-1 against Georgia, which means
Have we qualified?
we should be qualified now,
Okay.
which I believe should get us over the line. I'm just double checking because I watched a match against Bulgaria, bro. Yeah, I went crazy because I know it's just Bulgaria. Like, no disrespect, but Kenan Yildiz, bro, what a player,
He's
man!
a sick player. He's a
What a
great
player.
player.
So yeah, we're on 9 points. Spain are on 12 points, and Georgia on 3 points. So I think that's it, innit? It's only 4 games we play.
Mm.
Yeah, so it should be enough. I think second place gets us through. So
So we should. I think it's playoffs, no? Or is it
is
straight
it
through?
playoffs? Okay, I thought it was straight through,
Or
but
do we play each other again? Is it twice we play each other?
yeah, you
Or did
play
they
home and
scrap
away,
that?
don't you? Home and away.
Oh, so there's another set then.
Yeah.
I don't
No
know.
pun, no pun intended, Harrison. But yeah.
Home and away. Oh, what a banger. What a show. That was a good one, man. That was a good one. Harrison, talk to me, bro. The Air Max Thunder. Are you a
Mhm.
fan? And are you a fan of this
Mhm.
collab? Because you're kind of like, I guess, detached from Offspring. Like, I don't think you have anything over there, do you?
No, no,
No.
no. But I definitely appreciate that they have, made something that's definitely on the price range that a lot of people are going to be able to afford. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like in the world now of kicks being pretty expensive, well, almost like a luxury item in some ways, and almost like a thing that we expect a higher price point for collaborations. This one going the opposite way is like a really really nice little piece for the for the community. And I think brands like we were talking about Cool Kicks before,
Mhm.
and they would, I feel, have the opposite effect where they're trying to make as much money as possible. And it kind of shows the difference between a place like Cool Kicks and a place like Offspring, who their mindsets are different, thinking about the customers first and the people that actually, you know, built their store because you can start a store, you can start a brand, but it's nothing without the people who actually buy it and support it. So
Exactly.
um,
Yeah.
it's a great loud color. Like I really, you guys are coming into your autumn, winter, and wearing a all black fit with these red big big sunders. It's gonna be a vibe, and you can accent it with other little red pieces. And I think I have two pairs of sunders, and it's I feel it's been a pretty good model over the last couple of years. Very solid, you know, not too cheap. Sorry, not too nasty with the makeup and the materials. Good comfort. Like, it's an all around big win for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the issues people have with the Sunder and myself, like, I think is sizing. It's an awkward shoe because you go true to size and they feel a bit too snug, but then you go half a size up and it feels like there's too much room. I'm
Mm.
saying that because I did get the Gore-Tex pair, and that pair didn't have laces, so that could have been a factor as
Yeah.
to why they felt so loose on me.
I think the
Mhm.
But yeah,
materials are rugged as well, which is another factor, bro.
yeah, exactly. It feels more stiff and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah, but I'm a fan of these, man. I mean, obviously it's not the colorway I would have picked, but it feels like the right colorway for them because of the Offspring logo. You know, the little cheeky kid or whatever it is. I think is red now. It used to be.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
red.
sure it used to be a different color. So
Green, I think.
yeah, I've even got the um this one that they gave Hash. Do you remember? Let me
Oh, we picked it up together. Yeah,
this
that's right.
one.
Yeah,
So that's basically
with
in
your
red.
with your favorite brand on there.
My favorite brand. Listen, I'm coming around, bro.
I know you are.
The superstars might be coming home, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
But
these people.
let's see.
You're gonna wear
But
the Predators out and about.
I sent them back, bro. I can't even lie.
Ah,
I sent them back. It's just sizing. I got the sizing wrong. Then I just thought I can't be asked getting them again.
yeah.
So I'm sticking to my Nike Tiempos.
Yeah,
But
all the way, baby.
yeah, I got the Emerald Legend 10 ones. They're so sick. But yeah, let me just try and see.
All about these bad boys. It's all about these TMPOs.
Let's have a look. What the Astros, yeah?
Nice. It's still got the mud on
Nice.
there. Look, I haven't cleaned them up.
Nice.
TMPOs.
Nice. Let's hide this for a second. Hash, you brought up a really cool topic actually on WhatsApp, and you the list you sent me, there was a thing about collaborations and why you think there's too many, like it's oversaturated. And it'll be like a wicked discussion between us three because we pick up a lot of collaborations. We're a fan of GRs as much as the next guy, but I think when it is a collab, depending on the shoe and obviously the colorway and everything else, it just feels that bit sweeter. The materials are different, the extra care for the most part, it just goes into it. Harrison, we'll start with you, bro. Do you feel there is fatigue when it comes to collabs with all brands, not just with Nike? Because obviously they get the brunt of it most of the time. Do you think there's too many, or you just think there's not enough good ones and there's just too many at this point?
I mean, I think I was thinking about this the other day when it comes to, we used to have a collaboration maybe once every month or so, maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that. But it kind of, I feel, has been a little bit oversaturated. But I think you've just got to pick and choose your battles. But then on the
Yeah.
same train of thought, you then have people like J Tips, like with Saucony. Like, would he have gotten a gig? Would he have gotten a shoe with New Balance? Would he have gotten a shoe with Nike? Probably not. Like, he's not exactly a household name as a rapper or something like that. He's not a Drake. He's not a Travis Scott. But he's had an opportunity because of a brand like Saucony rising in popularity. So you don't get his collaboration without brands wanting to, collaborate with artists. So I can see a lot of good and bad in both. Yes, it's oversaturated, but I think it also gives a lot of good opportunities to other smaller collaborators.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer, man. I think before Hash jumps in, I think it's spot on because if we think of it in a way of it's too saturated, you don't let people that are just coming into it have their moment, have their shine. So it's kind of like maybe you have to just accept there's going to be a lot of them, some not so good, a lot are good.
Yeah.
or the other way around, and maybe just ignore them, kind of thing.
Mm.
But I have definitely felt there is a lot more collaborations post COVID, because
Mm.
obviously that's where the money is. Like, a lot of the time people are getting paid to collaborate on a shoe and a brand. Sometimes it's long-term projects, sometimes it's just a one shoe wonder. But yeah, I think you can't really have it one way. You have to take the bad ones with the good ones, because there's
Yeah.
always something for everybody, you know. Your
Yeah.
bad collab
Mm.
could be someone else's great, or and vice versa, you know. But Hass,
Yeah.
what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'll segue myself into what you just said about the period during COVID and stuff. I just feel like, for me, during COVID, I don't think people were too, you know, hooked on sort of collabs and stuff. People were just more interested in buying pairs to wear, in my opinion. Obviously, people can get out to buy stuff. They had to rely on other people to buy pairs and stuff. But yeah, I think versatility matters a bit more in terms of what people want. People want different things, you know. Collaborators work on that and put out one thing after another, so they keep pushing it, so to speak. But also, the other thing I wanted to sort of touch on was, before, like, you know, obviously we had the Travis Scotts when they first come out. It was almost like, you know, a special thing. It was like a movement sort of thing. Everyone was like so hyped and gassed about it and stuff. Now it just feels like a bit of a cash grab. So as soon as the collaborator has major success, or the company and the collaborator has major success behind the shoe, it's almost like, right, let's bring out another 5 colorways of that and push out all these collaborative pairs but in different colors. And it's just so just become a bit boring and oversaturated. It's like, we don't want different colors of the same thing. Yeah. We want innovation. We want something different. We want something to sort of stand out and be like, oh, that's a bit different. That's a, you know, like we just looked at the Offspring pair just now, you know, what they've done with it, you know, with the water changing the material, this, that, and the other. The thought that's gone into it, fantastic.
Yeah.
But don't give us, you know, one shoe after another in different colors. You know, don't play the DNA card and give us 100 different colors. You know, I had to mention DNA in there.
Patters, isn't it?
You know? But yeah, man, it's just,
I just want to add, sorry, Hass, I just want to add one thing before I forget. What takes away from these collabs, yeah, and Nike, and I put New Balance in there too, is when you get a collab or a special pack, it's great, but the brand itself rip off the collaborative colorway, you know. So they'll have the collab, and then they'll bring out a normal GR that looks almost identical, maybe just a different shade or a different material, or just slightly different. But if you can't get the collab pair, or if it's sold out or whatever, most of the time you might just go for the GR colorway. And I think that has played a part in taking a little bit away from collaborative pairs. You know, but yeah, that's just kind of what I wanted to say on that. Because how many Travis Scotts we've had, and then you get the mockers, for example, or, you know, stuff like that. So
you get the consolation, pairs, don't you? So they're releasing.
Yeah, exactly.
They've done it a lot with the 95s this year as well. Now with the Yu-Gi-Ohs, let's say they released like a double pack, or was it a triple pack?
With the camo,
purple pair, yeah, purple, green, and orange. I think it was triple pack.
Yeah.
You know, already on Sneakers app before the Yu-Gi-Ohs dropped, because they knew not a lot of people were going to get the Yu-Gi-Ohs. But that's the strat. That's been a strategy that they used all year now. We know that. But yeah, my other thing as well is, like, I think a lot of collabs these days, just for me, feel like it's a bit forced. More to sell units than inspire a community, if you know what I mean. Should, for me, should be about bringing the community something different, you know, and something meaningful, not just, you know, something that's forced. And it's like, oh, that's a bit
just
lazy.
feels like for the money, innit?
Like, look at the undefeated one. It just feels a bit lazy, you know.
Mm.
We've
Yeah.
seen it in 97. Come on, you're not fooling
Yeah.
us.
Sure. Yeah.
Give us
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
different. You can do so much better with that. Literally, there's so
Mm.
many things that you could do. So, you know, I just
Yeah.
feel like it needs to be some collabs need to be more genuine. That's what I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
What they're trying to
Yeah.
put out there. Don't
Mm.
give us something that's been, you know, done before, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Unless
Yeah.
it's retro that we're bringing back, that's a different story, you know.
Mm.
Obviously, we bring
Yeah.
retros back because, you know,
You know what? I think with collabs, the ones I look forward to more, other than a Nigel or a Patter, for the most part, obviously DNA aside, I actually like these boutique or retail sort of collaborations, like the Sneaker Politics, Gel Counter 14, for example,
Yeah.
even the likes of this Offspring pair, couple End bangers in there too. End have been killing it with whether it is Adidas or an A6 or a New Balance, I think, or a Saucony rather. It feels like what the retailers do, because their reputation's on the line and it's not just a quick collaboration with an artist or something, they have to really think about it because they want to get that collaboration again with the brand and stuff. So
Mm.
yeah, I think we'll start wrapping up, but before we do, Harrison, I want to get your take on this year, bro, because we've spoken a little bit about fatigue and just being flat out with a lot of good sneakers, a lot of sneakers where we're like, man, can I afford any more? Like, do I eat beans on toast for the next month? Do I go for this pair? Like, should I
Yeah.
just sit this one out?
Mm.
But yeah, where do you see sneakers going next year, and
Mm.
how have you sort of managed this year when it comes to pickups? Because obviously we
Mm.
can't go for everything. So what's your thought process in that when it comes to buying shoes this year and fatigue and stuff like that?
Well, I've actually, to be honest, like sold a whole bunch of pairs, probably like 15 pairs in the last like 2 months. Just ones that I just, as you do pick up a pair, you put it on a pile, like right here or something. And I'm like, the one sitting on the bottom, when was the last time I touched that pair? And I was like, it's probably been 6, 7 months. And, does that mean anything to me? It's like, no, not really. So I'm probably just going to pass it on.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
that's kind of, I think next year I might do another inventory stock take and just be like, when was the last time I actually like, do I have the desire to wear these? Do I want to? I think that might happen. And even this year, I have, like you did with the bait predators, have returned a pair or two because like the Action Bronson 992s recently that came out, I was really excited for them, and then I kind of got them in hand, and I had almost the opposite of all of his other collabs where I saw the photos and I wasn't sold, but then I got them in hand and I love them. This was the opposite. And so this year, feel like I have done that a little bit. But then there's been obviously pairs which I'm absolutely blown away by, and gone gone in the way back and picked up pairs that released even last year or earlier in the year. So I think next year will definitely have to be more quality over quantity. Let's just say that. But that's also hard as like making content around shoes. So you're in a kind of double-edged sword, but also, as I kind of spoke about before, the lifestyle is probably going to change a lot. There'll be another monetary, expense that's needing to be taken care of. So sneakers will still be obviously a part of the lifestyle, but probably less so, and hopefully just more quality over quantity. But yeah, I've definitely loved this year being able to pick up, just the undefeated fours, shattered backboards, those sort of top tier kind of shoes, and then some of the awesome collaborations that we've had, like just like this one, like those sort of ones that pop up. I think that, yeah, in the 6 to 7 years that I've kind of been collecting, I think this year's definitely been probably the best one so far, but also the most taxing and most fatiguing. So you got to take the good with the bad, and
Yeah.
I think it's just within yourself to be able to regulate and not get too caught up in all of the releases, because you will eventually get burnt out. And
Mm.
I think if people take it easy, especially coming into next year, they'll be fine.
Yeah, for sure. The thing is, I just want to touch on obviously what you said, like as a content creator, where a lot of your channel, your content in general is just mostly about sneakers and whatever. it's hard to switch off because it's like the views are waiting to be like had when you're talking about a shoe that's releasing, just about to release, or has just released, whether it's a shoe that's or like a top 10 upcoming sneakers and stuff like that, where
Mm.
you kind of talk yourself into buying, where it's like, do I even like these as much as I thought I did, or do I just get them
Yeah.
in for a review and then send them back or sell them on? And it's crazy. Like I actually want to speak to Seth and Elliot Page and be like, bro, what cool kicks madness are you guys doing here? Because I don't know how their business model runs, and it's like I know how it runs, but it's like I just don't I like it's crazy to me, bro. They're spending
Yeah.
£1,000-2,000 on a shoe to get in early. I guess you write off as a business expense and stuff, and then they either get rid of it or the review makes the money back. But even that's tiring, bro. Like the amount of times I'm like selling shoes, the trips you have to make, like it's just
Yeah.
it's a crazy one. But
Yeah.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
as a person who doesn't sort of not depend on making content around shoes, but in terms of video and everything else, is it sort of the same outlook in terms of buying shoes? Or how does your mind work in that sense? Are you more picky? Or is it just like I'll get anything in and then make room and sell, like a bit like Harrison as well?
Mm.
No, I definitely don't get anything in, but I am a bit more picky in what I like and what I like to wear. So yeah, I mean, obviously I post a lot of stuff on Instagram. I like to share everything that I buy, but definitely a lot more picky. I don't think it sort of what I do doesn't merit me sort of bringing in a pair for 400-500 quid, maybe up to £1,000. It's just not worth it. I mean, we knew.
Yeah.
Obviously, when we went to Kicks and Coffees in February, when I was looking at the Utos, if you remember, and the guy offered them to me for £320, and I was like, "Oh, should I do it? Should I not do it?" That was more of an impulse thing, and it was more of a case of I really wanted those shoes, and I didn't know how the market was going to fluctuate on those if I didn't hit on them. So in the end, I didn't go for it because it wasn't going to sort of bring back anything for me in terms of monetary value, in terms of doing like videos or anything that, you know. So yeah, I'm definitely a bit more picky. I'm definitely gonna this tail end of the year sort of gonna go a bit more like what Harrison said, quality over quantity. But having said that, there's a lot of GRs as well that I'm looking at. So it's not just, picking up things that are really sort of hype or whatever.
Yeah.
I like what I like, and I mean, for me, looking at this could easily be in my top. These could easily,
What
as
a
a
pair,
GR,
bro.
they
Yeah.
could be in my top 10 sneaker of the year
Yeah.
as a GR.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
know it's going to be hype pair, for the top 10, but
Yeah.
yeah,
That's the
man.
thing, isn't it? It's especially next year, because there's gonna be shoes that are still sitting from this year coming over to next year, and then you might think, oh, I might just get them on sale, or there might be reach backs, but I think above all else, it's gonna be one of them years next year where quality really matters over the amount you're getting in. Whether it is the fatigue, whether it is lifestyle changes, obviously, money and everything else, like it's really a year where we look back on, well, this year especially, where we look back on like, wow, I don't think we're gonna get another year like this year in a while, if ever, because how many bangers have come out just from one brand? Like, let's even be honest, like Nike have killed it. Whether it is a retro, whether it is a Grail or Volt sneaker, or whether it's just new stuff like the Yu-Gi-Oh 95s, Pattern 90s, and just so many banging shoes from different brands as well. So yeah, man.
I mean,
Look, I think. Go on,
just
Has, sorry.
before you wrap it up, I was just going to say, look at the year that we've had, right? And look at everything that's on shelves at the moment. Talking about reach backs, we're talking about Jordan 4 white cements. We're talking about shattered backboards. We're talking about UNC Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
The list goes on, right?
Mm.
All these shoes, they're sitting on shelves at the moment. It's a great time to be picking up shoes. It really is. You know, this year more so than ever, I've skipped pairs and said, I'm just going to go back in November, December,
Mm.
and pick up a pair on sale. I can pick up a pair on sale now,
Yeah.
you know, but I haven't been able to do that for quite a few years. To say, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna
Mm.
skip it, and I'm just gonna buy it. You know, in whenever December sales, January sales. So it's a good time to be someone.
Yeah.
Obviously, either you're in the sneaker game or just starting out. It's a great time at the moment.
Mm.
And yeah, RIP to a lot of the a lot of the resellers as well.
Mm.
I know that
Yeah.
one because
Black Friday's just around the corner, mate. You know,
Harris,
look
That's
out.
it.
the trend this year, right? And it's so pathetic. You see, you saw early on in the year resellers picking up shoes and then selling them on for a profit of 10, 15 pounds.
Hmm.
10, 15 pounds.
Yeah.
And even that, I feel like, I've had to reach back to a reseller to pick up a couple of pairs this year, and I've paid 15 pounds over. So even that is a win for me. A win for me, because that reseller has had to pay out all that money, go through all that trouble for 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Where for me, it's like, well, it's 15 pounds over retail, so it's not a big issue.
It's a
Same with
couple meal deals, bro. That's it.
under as well, bro. I paid, I think it was 35 pounds over retail. I think 35 or 40 over retail, which is nothing for a pair
Yeah.
like that, defeated fours. So
Yeah.
it's a good
Crazy,
year.
man.
Hopefully that continues. Hopefully, everyone who wants to actually buy a pair to wear and do it for the love of the game, you know,
Mm.
this hopefully carries on forward to next year as well. And that's all I've got to say on the matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly,
I
man.
mean, okay, as you kind of would know, the things that get a lot of views is like new pairs or even early pairs. There's not many old pairs that you could review and people would watch. So it's almost a numbers game, but you've got to try and balance that out with wanting to buy the shoes that you want to buy. Like, I'm not really a fives guy, and I could have picked up the like Tokyo fives and try to make some content around it, but I was just like, it just feels a bit disingenuous. Like I don't really have a lot to say, and I wouldn't be keeping them, and it would just be trying to get views. But that's kind of the name of the game at this point.
Yeah, it's true. I think one of the sort of loopholes I adopted with making content, because I always knew I weren't trying to keep up with, Tom, Dick, and Ahmed getting in these shoes like Travis's and Jordan 1s and so on, like so early that I'm paying an arm and a leg. So my thought process was go for GRs that people are going to be going for anyway, whether it is now when they first come out or in a couple months time when they go on sale. So I think GRs are always a great, depending on obviously the shoe and stuff, but especially new silhouettes like when the Air Max Thunder first come back out, or the RMs, like there was a lot of buzz around them, and it's one of them things you kind of have to shift your content or adopt something different. But what you're doing is great anyway, bro. Like all the short form content, long form, the podcast, the reviews, everything. It's like you don't see the rewards straight away. Like you'll be going so hard for a few months, pause, and then you're just kind of, bro. Yeah, it's late, bro. It's late, and then a few months down the line, you'll just see, wow, okay, I've grown that much. Pause. I've gained these many subscribers, bro. It's late, man. Let's wrap up. So you get what I'm trying to say, though, innit? Like it's kind of like you don't see it straight away until a few months down the line of like
see the
growth.
Pause.
Yeah.
I mean, pause. I mean, you got to get out of the bubble sometimes of like sneakerheads, in terms of like we live in the world of like collabs and storytelling and such, and some people just think about shoes. They're just like, I just want shoes, and what shoes are like most comfortable, what ones are like breathable, like what can I wear every day just to be comfortable, and that's a lot of the times what people want to know, and people just jump on YouTube like most comfortable sneakers for 2025, that sort of thing, and that's kind of what you have to think that the normal person is thinking about. So we're not normal in terms of sneakers. So
yeah, exactly. You have to sort of get in that mindset of how do non-sneakerheads, because we are definitely, like you said, in a bubble of either hype collaborations or like retros, where the average Joe just wants a comfortable sneaker to wear to work and back, or what shoe gives me the most height, or all these shoes. What shoes are best for summer for breathability because they have sweaty feet. It's things like that you have to kind of adopt and think.
Adapt and adapt as well.
Exactly, bro.
Usual
Exactly.
format.
Yeah. Before you wrap up, can I just give a couple shout outs? I've been seeing the comments and I haven't obviously didn't want to break the flow, but yeah, there was a comment by Scandalous, and thanks for watching that video. Kill Switch, of course, Steph, been chatting to you on Instagram, one of the biggest contributors in this chat, and obviously thanks for all the support. Trent's 74 made a really nice comment. Thank you again for watching. See Akbari in the comments as well. Recognize him from Instagram. So, yeah, thank you to everyone for commenting on that. And sorry, wasn't able to comment. Didn't want to break your conversation, but I definitely see them and appreciate it.
No, of course, man. We've got a great community over here, man. And honestly, in our Discord and everything else, when they hear you on the channel, they're like, yes, like he's a good, great content creator, great guy. So, yes, it's always a pleasure to have you, bro. And honestly, what better person to have to make our comeback, because it feels like we needed a bit of a push up the backside to get back on. And it's been a great episode, bro. Honestly, but yeah. Harrison, just let us know what you got going on, like in terms of content, any cool guests coming on, and yeah, just what you're up to, bro.
Yeah, I've finally connected again with Prozac, your boy,
nice,
and he's going to come on the podcast. Going to chat with him. I finally found time. So again, he had that whole thing where he got hacked, and I was like a bit worried about chatting to him because I wasn't sure if it was actually him for a while. So yeah, finally kind of got past that. I know that's taken him a while to get over. But yeah, I'm excited to chat to him. Love that kind of he's got such a big energy, around his personality and content. So I'm keen to chat to him. Just kind of obviously, as I said, end of the year, few lists, top sneakers. I'm gonna have to think and go back and on some of the content. Like, there's definitely pairs which you spoke about before, which I've forgotten, like the Yuto Matcha pair. Like I was like, oh, that's right, that released this year. There's been pairs like that. So a lot of that's going to come in the next couple of months. So yeah, it's going to be an exciting, end of the year.
Yeah, nice, great, man. I think we mentioned it on the last pod. We definitely have to have you back, bro, for our top 10 sneaker of the year lists and stuff like that, because we don't do the conventional top 10s. We'll do like maybe top 10 collabs, top 10s, just non-Nike or something. Like we'll switch it up and make it a good one. But yeah, no, thanks again for coming by. Obviously, just shout your bits. You put your name down below your is that a pause? I feel like that was a pause. Was that shout your bits?
That's a reach.
Oh, bloody hell. But anyway, yeah, obviously shout your Instagram and your YouTube channel and everything else, bro. I'll leave it all down below anyway, broski. So yeah.
Just best foot forward. Just put that in and it should autofill. So hopefully, it's a long name, but you'll be able to find it. So thanks, guys.
Nice one, man. Hass, any last words for the pod tonight, bro?
Nice. Good to come, to make a comeback today or tonight, wherever you are around the world. It's been good. And having Harrison on, obviously, is, the cherry on top of the cake. So thank you very much for coming by, Harrison. Obviously, we've got something coming up at some point as well. Just wanted to mention that. So that'll be, I believe we're doing something like a top 10 or top 5, whatever you want to call it, but there's something in the pipeline coming anyway. So,
we'll flesh it out.
We'll flesh it out soon. But thanks to everyone for locking in tonight. Obviously, we won't keep you guys waiting too long next time. Obviously, last couple of weeks, Broski was ill last week. I was ill the week before, but we'll be back doing our thing. And everyone keep on doing a good work on Discord. Honestly, you guys smash it, keep each other up to date, and just help each other out as much as you can. We're a great community. We're growing every week. We're growing every time. Pause. So many pauses.
Grow up, lads. Grow up. That's funny, man. That's funny.
It's been good to come back tonight. Definitely good to come back tonight.
Yeah. Now, it's been a good episode, man. I can't believe it's over 2 hours. Obviously, Harrison's day's just beginning, ours ending. So, yeah, it's been a great one. And obviously, we'll get you back on end of the year or close to definitely do some top tens and stuff. Make it a good vibe and everything else. But yeah, all the information is down below to Hass's Instagram, obviously his YouTube, which he needs to make more videos. Harrison as well. Fantastic photography and everything else, bro. YouTube smashing it. My new Pokemon channel is down below. Guess what I've called it, lads?
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Oh,
Broski Mon.
Oh,
Broski Mon. You are joking,
It's
right?
so bad, bro. It's not. It's so bad. It's good, bro. Broski Mon. You're not gonna forget it.
I'm gonna check that up right now.
I'm not even lying.
I'm gonna check
Broski
it right
Mon.
now.
You know what? I had to keep it on brand, but I needed such a bad name that you're not gonna forget it. Oh, that's Broski Mon. You know.
He's actually right. Broski Mon. Wow.
sounds like you're Jamaican or something.
Okay.
Broski man.
Broski Mon.
Yeah.
Pass me the spliff. Oh, that's hilarious.
You got a new subscriber. There you go.
Wait. Love that. Love that. But yeah, man.
We're growing, people. Pause.
But you're gonna get us cancelled, man. Everyone, we appreciate everyone that's been in the chat, that's commented, that sticks around, that listens to the waffle and the pauses. Discord as well. I haven't been as active. Like I said, I just had to switch off. There is a new channel on there, obviously Pokemon stuff too. But yeah, I've been seeing everyone chiming in. So many names to mention. I don't want to miss anyone out. So yeah, obviously same time next week. Just get onto our case. Yeah, just make sure we're here. But we will be here. Don't worry. But yeah, lads, it's been a pleasure. Broskis, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Give Harrison a follow. Hass, of course, you already follow him by now. But yeah, next week, same time, same place.